Students, let us know the answers for the given homework regarding BODMAS. See the first one, 8 plus 4 into 6 minus 2. For this one answer is, here what are the operations given to us here? Plus, into and minus. So among plus, into and minus symbols, operations, for which operation we have to give first preference? For into we have to give the first preference. So into lies in between 4 and 6. So what have to do at first? First we have to multiply these two numbers. Okay, so like this we can write. So 8 plus, what is 4 into 6? 4 6 just, it's very easy, 24. Minus is the minus and 2. Okay, next you see that is equals to, here two more operations are here, plus and minus. Among plus and minus, for which symbol or for which operation we have to give first preference? For plus. Okay, so first add these two numbers. 8 plus 24, how much? 32. Minus is there, minus and 2. So 32 minus 2, how much? Very simple, that is 30. So therefore 8 plus 4 into 6 minus 2 into 6 minus 2 is equals to 30. This is the answer for the first question. Now let's move to the second one. 9 into 3 plus 8 divided by 4. See this answer. Here into plus division, three symbols are here. So first preference you have to give to the division symbol. So division symbol is lies in between 8 and 4. That means 8 divided by 4. First we have to complete that part. So answer is 9 into 3 plus 4. How many times 8? 4 2s are 8. Okay, so 2 will come. Next, that is equals to, now two more operations we found here, into and plus. So among into and plus, which should come at first? Into, multiplication. So 9 into 3, how much? 27 plus 2. So 27 plus 2, how much? 29. Therefore 9 into 3 plus 8 divided by 4 is equals to 29. So this is the answer. Understand? Now let's move to the last sum. 6 plus 5. This is the first bracket, into, and in second bracket what are given? 7 minus 3. So for this one we have to find. So according to the BODMAS rule, what we have to do at first? See, here what are given here? Brackets given here, plus, into, minus. Clear? So here we found here two terms. First one is 6 plus 5. This is one term. Into 7 minus 3. This is in another two brackets. So this is second term. Okay. So first we have to complete the bracket part. So first one 6 plus 5 and here 7 minus 3. These two terms we have to calculate at first. Okay. So 6 plus 5, how much? 11. Into 7 minus 3, how much? 4. 11 into 4, how much? 11 4s are very simple. 44. Clear? Therefore 6 plus 5 into 7 minus 3 is equals to 44. So these are the solutions for the given homework regarding BODMAS. Understand, students? Is it clear to all? Namaste all of you. My name is B.H. Rajmohan. I am working as a maths teacher in Bharati Vijay Bhavan's Residential Public School. My dear students, today we are going to learn about a new topic, that is unit price. What is unit price? What is its utilization? What is its use? We are going to learn now. Okay. Suppose you are going to market to purchase tomatoes, onions, mirchi. There you saw so many sacks of tomatoes, onions and mirchi, that whatever it's so. So what do you do now? Actually, you came to purchase these things. What are the things? That whatever it may be vegetable or somewhat else. Okay. So, will you purchase all the sacks of tomatoes, onions and mirchi? You want to purchase all? With full sacks of goods you will purchase? No, not at all. Right? You will not purchase the items in sacks. Okay? No, not at all. You will purchase those things in small quantities like 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms, 3 kilograms, etc. Understand? Suppose there you saw a 50 kilogram sack of tomatoes. Suppose there is a 50 kilograms sack of tomatoes which costs rupees 1500 or 1500 rupees. Okay, but you want to purchase only 1 kilogram of tomatoes. For example, how much you want to purchase? Only 1 kilogram or 1 kg of tomatoes. Do you know how much you have to pay for that? Do you know? That means, do you know how much money you have to pay for that 1 kg or 1 kilogram of tomatoes? To know the price of 1 kilogram, you have to divide rupees 1500 by 50. You have to divide rupees 1500 by 50. Okay. Here, rupees 1500 is the cost of 50 kilograms of tomatoes. That means one sack cost. One sack of tomatoes cost is 1500. Understand? And 50 refers to the number of kilograms of tomatoes. And here what 50 refers? 50 refers to the number of kilograms of tomatoes. Okay. After division, that means if you divide 1500 with by 50, then you will get rupees 30 as the quotient. In quotient part you will get 30, that is 30 rupees. Okay, that 30 rupees you will get rupees 30 as the cost of 1 kilogram of tomatoes. This is called unit price. Why it is called unit price? Why? Because you found the value of only 1 kilogram of tomatoes out of 50 kilograms of tomato sack. Understand? That means you just found only 1 unit cost. That means 1 kilogram cost. Is it clear? Okay. Now let us know what is unit price. What is unit price? Actually, I explained how to find unit price. Now what I told? Now what I explained? I just explained you to find how to find the unit price. That means how to find the unit price or one item cost or 1 kg cost. That whatever it's. Okay, understand? Now let us know what is unit price. Okay, a unit price is the price of 1 unit or 1 item or measurements such as 1 kilogram, 1 meter, etc. Understand? So simply how we can say about unit price, how can we define unit price? A unit price is the price of 1 item or 1 unit or measurement such as 1 kilogram. Students, now let me explain finding the unit price through some examples. Okay. See the first question. The cost of 10 pence is rupees 80. Then find the cost of 1 pen. See here, what is the data given to us? 10 pence cost is given. Asking to find only 1 pen cost. Okay. So write its solution. Given cost of 10 pence. Cost of 10 pence. How much? Rupees 80. Understand? What to find here? Only 1 pen. Only 1 pen cost we have to find. Therefore, cost of 1 pen is equals to rupees 80 divided by 10. Why I wrote the rupees 80 divided by 10? Do you understand this time how I wrote like this? I will explain. Here rupees 80 is the total amount of the 10 pence. That means cost of 10 pence is 80 rupees. This 80 should be divided by number of pence. How many pence are there? 10 pence are there. Total number of pence are 10. If you divide the total money with the number of quantities or number of pence, then what you will get? One item cost. That means 1 pen cost you will get. Understand? So that's why I divided like this. Understand? So here I committed the calculation part. Just observe here. 10 divides 80. 10 how many times 80? 10 how many times 80? See, 10th table is very simple table. 10 8s are 80. 10 8s are 80. So subtract it. 80 minus 80, 0. Why? Because both numbers are 80 and 8 both are same numbers. So that's why 0 is the difference. So that which is our remainder. Next, what is the quotient part? We got 8. That means 8 rupees is our quotient. Okay. Therefore, cost of 1 pen is equals to rupees 8. Therefore, cost of 1 pen is equals to rupees 8. Is it clear to all? Are you understand? Okay. Now, let us move to the second sum. See, the cost of 8 pencils is rupees 64. Then find the cost of 1 pencil. Once again I am reading the question. See, the cost of 8 pencils is rupees 64. Then find the cost of 1 pencil. So, according to the question, some data we have some data. What is the data? 8 pencils cost is given. How much is given? 64 rupees is given. And what we were asked there, and what we were asked here to find, only 1 pencil cost we have to find here. Understand? So by using this data we can construct, or we can write, or we can narrate the statements for this question. See solution. Given cost of 8 pencils is equals to rupees 64. Therefore, cost of 1 pencil is equals to, as usual, like previous sum only, rupees 64 divided by 8. Here again I am explaining like previous sum. How do you understand why this time I wrote here rupees 64 divided by 8? That one is very important. You should understand why I am dividing that 64 by 8. Understand? Why? Because see here 64 rupees refers to the cost of 8 pencils, and here 8 refers to the number of pencils. Understand? That means the total amount of the pencil should be divisible by the number of pencils. Understand? That's why rupees 64 divided by 8. Now I completed the calculation part here for this term. 8 divides 64. 64 divided by 8 means what? 8 divides 64. 8, see, 8th table. 8th table is a single digit table which is very easy. Understand? See, 8 how many are 64? 8 how many are 64? 8 8s are 64. That one I wrote here. 8 8s are 64. Here also these two numbers are same. 64 and 64. Both numbers are same or not? Yes. If you are subtracting, if you are going to subtract these two same numbers, what you will get? 0. Why? Because both these numbers are same. Okay. So 64 minus 64 is 0, which is our remainder, and here 8 means what? 8 rupees or rupees 8 is our quotient part. Understand? Therefore, cost of 1 pencil is equals to rupees 8. Therefore, cost of 1 pencil is equals to rupees 8. Students, understand? Understand?